Oh, son of a bitch, dude. That sucks. What's up, guys? Sorry, I was trying to play the main title of Game of Thrones, but I'm recording on my phone today, and I guess that turns on Spotify whenever that happens. So, we're back with a special guest of ours today. So today is just me and Austin, but we have a special guest, Robbie.
Hey everybody, Robbie Nienaber, fraternity brother with Tyler here and business partner with Austin.
Yeah, so we're excited to have Robbie on and talk some more Game of Thrones today. It's funny, I guess it was last Sunday morning we were in here, and you got like 3-4 big ass meathead looking guys in a gym, and we're all standing around with dumbbells in our hands talking dragons and Game of Thrones and shit. But it's crazy how much the show has like taken over since the new season's come out, or since like the hype's been building up over the past few weeks. So we're gonna keep going with these episodes and just keep having fun with this stuff. So excited for today for sure.
So I guess we're going to start off with each of us talking about a recap of the first episode. For me personally, it was as expected. I knew it was going to be short, and I was pissed when it was short. So, but I know the episodes from now are supposed to start getting longer. But everything I feel like was just set up for staging. They had to do literally this was the first time everybody was going to be together in terms of the Stark children, and so many stories and character arcs finally combining that I knew that they couldn't be doing much with any fighting. I knew it was all going to be a lot of the reunions and talking. But one thing that I thought was really interesting was just seeing fucking Bran, dude. That's a weird ass motherfucker. Every time someone was talking or something would be happening, he would just be in the corner just looking at them.
You know what's funny? Like that's kind of how he started off, though. The reason he got paralyzed in the first place because he was fucking spying on people. It's kind of it hasn't changed.
Yeah, it's pretty perfect to be the one that sees everything. Like you said, he starts off always seeing. It's just he got
not
everything.
Supposed to see.
He learned everything in the world all at once. He knows everything, but they never taught him anything about just like anything social.
Yeah.
He doesn't have any social knowledge.
The fucking oldest motherfucker lived in a tree.
He's talking never had to be with people. It's just the children living in the forest or those little things.
No, I mean even with Bran and like the whole story in general, it's like there were so many things with the first episode of this season that you can like connect back to the pilot episode, the very first episode of the show, and
they hopped right into it from the beginning.
Oh,
with the little kid around climbing.
Well, did you all pay attention to the opening little? I don't want to say opening credits.
Yeah, well,
little visuals. The visual. The actual the map of the show.
Yeah.
Everything was different, right?
Changed,
And even the little pictographs within the map changed. So it almost was going back in time, if you notice how they would do the
Well, it's funny. It was following pretty much where the Night King was. Whereas before, I don't know what order it was following, but like
before it would follow the Baratheon winning the war.
Yeah.
And then it's slowly showing all the sigils like bowing down to the whatever the deer or whatever the stag.
Yeah. But now it starts north of the wall, and then obviously the Night King comes through, and then it goes.
But they show the crypts.
Yeah.
Do they show the crypts because of all the conversations that happen, or is it because the Night King is going to the fucking crypts because he's gonna make Ned Stark come back alive again?
Oh, you want Ned Stark back?
I mean,
we're thinking about all those fuckers back, but like I don't see the point in doing that because it's not like if they brought like such significant characters back, those guys aren't gonna have personalities. They're gonna be
Right.
But going back to kind of the connection between this first episode and the first episode of the entire show, it's just like I don't even think people were like upset with the first episode anyway, but like they have to take their time with this. Like just like the first season of the very first season of the episode, they had to take a lot of time with character development, do all the journeys and stuff. Like we're at a very critical point right now where everyone's ready to jump the gun and see all this action, but it's like you gotta finish the story off right? Like you gotta like set things back up, and like you said, all the Stark kids haven't even seen each other since that point. So like it was really important to kind of have that moment, and I think they did a really good job.
Well, that's like what we talked about before we started was, I mean, once the battle starts happening, all these motherfuckers are gonna start dying. They're gonna start dropping like flies.
And the thing is,
so you need to appreciate.
Yeah, what's gonna happen so fast? You're not even gonna know how to like cope with it.
And it's just be casual. Some people are gonna die very quick. It's just gonna die. It's gonna be on to the fight.
Just like Daenerys walked in and told fucking Sam, like, hey, your fucking dad and your brother are dead, like just like that. Like they're just gonna rip it right out of us.
So So
They always have set up too. Every season, the first 2-3 episodes are set up, and then they never fail to amaze for the last 4 or 5 episodes of nonstop twist, turn, action. Yeah, it's gonna be good.
So Robbie, you're a fan of the books,
Yes.
right? Can you, for the people who either have never read the books, can you kind of give your opinion on the books compared to the books that you have read compared to what you've seen so far? Obviously not season 8.
Yeah, obviously, pretty much they passed the books up now on the show, but in the overlap, I'd say they did, compared to other things when people say, they did them pretty well. The books are obviously more detailed.
Yeah.
Characters, you get to know more about. It's obviously from each one of the perspectives a little bit better, so you get a
Really?
lot more. Yeah, it's kind of bounced around. I don't know if you've ever read books like that, where literally each chapter is a different person's top name is the title. It's not
Oh,
like,
so it's different points of
yeah,
view.
it'd be like
Dang,
Jamie's
that's kinda-
thing, and then
that's kinda
maybe, yeah.
Which you kind of have to do,
Yeah.
and that almost is how the show.
That's how the
works.
show works. It's just way more obvious in the book.
Yeah, because, like,
it's straight up their thoughts, not
Yeah.
even any sort of
I got it.
personal
Yeah, but
thoughts.
instead of you like hearing their thoughts,
Yeah.
it's almost like you are them in the
Yeah,
book reading.
right.
You know
You're
what I mean?
reading like, yeah, and it's cool. And that's how they introduce new characters. Is it'll just be like, I'll pop up and it'll be like that person's name. You're like, wait, who's this new person that they've introduced?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's nice because I started off watching the show first, so I had a lot of people's names down already. Biggest problem for me has been Yara, and Yara Greyjoy in the books is Asha Greyjoy as well.
That's what I heard in the podcast.
It threw me off for a while. I was reading the books, going back and forth, and it was like, Asha. Who's Asha? And I looked up like, oh, Yara, okay. But
So, did it piss you off, or maybe not piss you off, but to me this was really fucking weird. Why the hell is a Golden Company's guy named, what, Harry Strickland?
yeah.
That's the most fucking white ass name I've ever heard in my life. They have these crazy names. Even Jamie is spelled Jaime. Usually it's Jami.
Yeah, Jamie.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But and now it's just Harry Strickland,
Yeah.
and he looks like a younger Jamie.
That's so, even coming from over there though, everybody's got Dario Naharis, and there's not you don't hear a Harry from over there.
Harry Strickland.
Yeah. Well, it's almost like I
Does he
don't
have an
know.
accent?
This might just be like a stupid theory, but like maybe it's like he's a because are they in the books at all? Like have you?
I haven't. I've read the first 4. They are, but I haven't. They don't go into too much detail about them yet.
Because maybe it's just like they're like obviously like there's a bunch of different foreign people in there, but like maybe they're just like a different kind of person. Like he's just like a foreign dude. Like maybe he'll just come in and he'll have like no emotion, no feeling whatsoever, and like that name, that simple name, almost shows him as like an alien to this world. Like not an actual alien, but like a foreign person. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, the big one is like what we talked about before. Is that somebody told me the origins of the Golden Company from Game of Thrones.
pretty sure it was fucking Jason too.
Yeah,
That guy
Jason, he was talking about.
Is he here?
No, he's
He's
not.
not, unfortunately, no. But he was talking about how it goes. They go back to the Targaryens somehow.
Yeah.
Back in the books, and they alluded to that. So that's something else they can go into.
Maybe we'll have to get him on like later this season, but
Especially
I don't
when
know.
season
We're
4
gonna need like three.
He's something.
We're gonna need 3 backup phones because
So,
this guy.
that's what it was. Okay, he was.
Talk.
The Golden Company was founded by Sir Aegor Rivers, and that's I guess they come up with those ridiculous names. Rivers, who's the bastard, but his name Aegor,
Yeah.
Aegor. So it's obviously a Targaryen
Mhm.
who was the
Did
bastard
bring-
son of Aegon.
They didn't bring the fucking elephants.
No offense.
I heard the theory with that was like it was just gonna be like it would just be too difficult for like
Yeah.
because I think
I
like
mean, realistically, they probably would die.
I think
Like
like
the
the,
dragon would love eating elephants.
Oh, woo! See, that would have been fun.
yeah.
They
But I
just
think
like
because
Because
I
you
think
come in all excited for elephants, and dragon just torch it.
Yeah, I think the people that knew about like kind of all the background and stuff expected there to be elephants,
Yeah.
but I think the producers kind of put that out there like, hey guys, there's not going to be elephants because like they were going to be expecting it. But
So that's a
what
great
I heard
chance
is
of
like,
CGI.
Yeah.
well, I think they were actually going to bring fucking elephants onto the show, but it would be too hard to film.
Yeah,
A lot of
and
people were
I
saying.
do like where they've gone with doing branches off from the books, one of that too, because it's kind of, now we can see the end of that and George R. R. Martin's end of the books. Yeah. It's not going to be one whole thing, and it's,
And it's got to, honestly, like, his ending has to be different, right? Like,
Yeah.
he's got to have something. My thing is, like, I hope the show doesn't influence him. Like, I don't know much.
I hope
about
he's
him.
already got everything planned out what he wants to write. He's just knocking
Yeah.
out the details. That's the other thing I was talking to Jason about. I hope it's set up in his head. He's just got to put the quotes and the details into it.
Okay. So when we all think happens, we all know Jamie is not going to get executed, right?
No,
because
Jamie-
they
that's not how it's gonna go
they showed previews of him fighting.
He's not going to go out like that.
So I guess what I would like to talk about is who comes to his defense. I think it's Bran, I think it's Tyrion, and I think it's Brienne.
Yeah, it's got to be Brienne. It's got to be. That's where she's got to make her appearance. Her and
Honestly, who's gonna want him to be executed out of
Daenerys and then well you
Daenerys
gotta
can be real man at it.
well you gotta think about it. He killed her father even though
Right.
whatever. So you got her, then you have Sansa and Arya who only see Jaime as pushing her little brother out of the window.
I guess.
As well as
It's
being
like-
the father of the
Yeah.
person who has
Yeah.
the father.
I just like
Exactly. And all the southern and
all the Northerners. Yeah, I was
Northerners,
definitely gonna
okay.
say the Northerners and Daenerys, but like I'm trying to
I don't
remember
see
back.
it.
Like I don't know. I guess is he on Arya's list as well? No, because like I could see Sansa and Arya like not like maybe coming around to it, and then like Jon, I could also see coming around.
Especially if he starts to bring in the whole idea that Cersei's not coming. Cersei's went against her and
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and that's gonna Tyrion's just gonna get fucking blitzed by everybody.
But he already started catching
Yeah.
shit in the first
Dude,
episode.
he's been fucking up so much.
for being so smart prior.
Yeah.
For getting everything right for so long.
That's
it's
why a lot of
been
people
an
think
idiot.
like he's gonna like this season he's gonna have to do something to make up for all that. Whether it's another treaty that he's able to talk with and
Maybe another moment.
a moment or a bit or like some type of a game plan within how to fight. Because I mean
How to win.
he's fucked up twice.
I think there.
Actually, maybe twice in season 7 and once.
Yeah.
I guess all it was in season 7, but still, he's
I
just
think-
getting called out for it.
I think 100% though he's gonna come up with like something
Something
really
good.
good that like
Pull it off.
saves the day or something or like helps out. big
Save some
time.
time or let somebody do the right thing.
Yeah.
So I think episode 2, this is what I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be 30 minutes. I think it's 56 minutes long. An hour. We'll just say an hour.
58.
So I'm gonna think it's gonna be basically half of it gonna be dealing with Jaime, the rest of it Tormund coming, and then them being like, oh, we gotta fucking prepare, they're coming. Then it's gonna end
With them meeting. It's the battlefield.
literally Tyrion's gonna be looking out, and then it's gonna zoom out, and you're just gonna like see the horse's fucking foot step, and then it's gonna. I'm gonna be pissed, but I know it's gonna happen.
And it's the fights
But
going
that-
on the verge. Yeah.
Then the next episode I think is like an hour. And 20.
Yeah, when you say
An
like
hour and 20 minutes the next 4.
I can't do it.
when you say like half an hour of Jamie, I mean it's gonna be a lot more kind of like the first episode, right, where there's a lot of like dialogue, diplomatic type stuff, like
Maybe not half an hour, but I just feel like.
Well, I mean, it's
It's
not all going to be about Jamie, but he's going to be provoking
Yeah.
a lot of it, right? Because you also got to think about, like, John has figured out who he fucking is, but he hasn't really unpacked any of that, right? Like,
And how do we go from we don't have time for this to Bran making a big deal who John is? He's
Right.
there telling everybody, we don't have time for this. And he's like, Sam, we gotta tell John. He's
Yeah,
he said,
like-
like, wait, you just said it, we don't have time for
It's
titles.
like that's a good fucking point. So you're over here saying like, who gives a fuck about titles?
Yeah.
But then you have to tell, I don't know, maybe he didn't want to be fucking his aunt.
He doesn't up on the end, he doesn't like the incest.
Maybe he sees it as a vision.
You gotta
He's
stop
like,
that.
"Ah,
Can't watch that.
He's having like nightmares in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
It's weird.
now I think this episode should be really interesting. Like, I think we're going to get a lot of information here, and we're going to really find out about, like, it's going to start to shape how this is going to
Yeah.
go in terms of like who's picking what side kind of thing, you know? Like, it should be good. I mean, obviously this is probably not going to be any fighting, but I think like the first episode was like a good just base like intro, and like this is going to start to build the excitement up.
Yeah, well, I think they all have to come together in this episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna have to come together at Winterfell and meet up, and it's gonna be. Which is the next question is Bran's friend that he was waiting for.
Was it?
Was it Jamie or is
Dude,
it,
so
is
did
it a
you
better?
listen to another podcast?
No. I
Okay,
just-
so
I
there's a
just-
podcast. It's oysters, clams, and cockles. So it's based off of
What she was
Arya.
saying when she got off.
So it's like the biggest game of the dude. They're so fucking funny, but that's what they were talking about. They're like, who was it actually Jamie?
I don't think it was. I think
Because they're like, well, what's Bran's definition of a friend? You know what I mean?
Because it could be-
I thought it was sarcastic. Like I'm just waiting for an old friend. So
Yeah.
I was thinking that makes sense. Or is it Melisandre?
no, it's not. Or is it
The girl.
Miriam Reed and
Dude, yes,
Howland
people were
Reed?
just fuck.
That's one of the things I've read
Yes.
about before, like recently, because I mean Howland Reed obviously is. I thought he was gonna play some role again at some
Yeah.
point. Ever since he was the only one that made it out of the thing with Baby.
Yeah.
And then who's the other one that they were talking about? Oh, Greyjoy coming back. Theon's on his way back up north.
Well, I wonder if, but also Yara is going back to
Iron Islands.
Iron Islands. I wonder if that'll come into play.
At some point, that's where they will finally.
They'll have to go there to regroup. And
Yeah, I'm sure.
They'll go to the Iron Islands and then they'll go to King's Land or something. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, it wouldn't
how.
surprise me if we really didn't see them until for like another couple of
Yeah.
episodes.
Well,
But
because Theon's coming up. Theon's leaving her. So.
yeah,
Or maybe
He's
the
gonna
Iron
be-
Islands will come
Well,
and they'll be coming into King's Landing.
Well,
to
here's the
save
thing though, like they need that fleet. They need Jason is here. The song. They need those ships.
Is that it?
Yeah.
They need those ships. I think those ships are going to come in to help them against the Golden Company,
Yeah,
right? Like
that's
a lot.
that's the major. I think she's gonna play more role there than she might against the White Walkers.
That's a good fucking point.
Because like that's I don't know what the Golden Company other than where are they going? Are they gonna conquer places where everybody's left?
And as Matt told us last time, as Matt tried to argue, and I said no, you can't get to every fucking place in Westeros by fucking sea. However much
You're
Matt
gonna
wants to
get
argue,
It's not a big. It's a very difficult to go in. So
Right, yeah.
The walls up there. It's you can't.
Yeah.
You gotta get into a line. Yeah, it's tight.
So here's another thing that I kept hearing a lot about. Is Cersei pregnant?
Yes.
Think she is?
100%.
She said she was.
She said she was. Yeah.
Well, just because she said she was.
I mean, it shouldn't have to be. But
I think she is.
Because I guess here's the argument.
She's behaving like she
Here's
is.
the argument. Here's the argument that I kind of I heard that I kind of would agree with. She got Tyrion to believe she would send the troops by saying she was pregnant because she made him believe that she had something to live for.
But didn't she say it to Jamie
Yeah.
before he left?
That's all.
He
that's,
also
that's
said
the
it
thing.
to fucking Greyjoy. I forgot the dude's name.
You're
The
on.
uncle.
You're on.
Yeah.
Before he porked her.
Yeah.
Which I'm glad we didn't have to see.
Yeah. Thank God.
Yeah, honestly,
It's crazy
when
where
so Matt and I were sitting there and the credits came up and it was like strong sexual content nudity and we were like, yeah.
Well, no, you had the part with Braun as well.
Well, yeah, but that was right after.
Oh yeah,
Cersei.
Cersei on.
Yeah.
But so whenever Cersei turned around, I was like, oh no, not again. I don't want to see fucking Euron's crusty ass on top of her. Thank God, it's just showing him pulling up his pants over his ass.
Crusty ass.
Yeah, there's a lot of good theories moving forward though that I guess you've heard a lot of too.
Fuck yeah.
I think Alan
I've
Reed
been-
I want Alan Reed to play a role. He's got to do something. They talked about his magical possibilities.
Honestly,
is that the brother and sister?
Yeah.
I thought he died.
No, he died. Hallin's the dad. Hallin's the one that was at the what was the tower called where Jon Snow was born, where Ned fought Sword of the Morning. He's the one that stabbed him in the back.
I know what you're talking about.
Oh, that was Reed.
That's Reed. That's Mira and the other Ben Jojen Reed's dad. He's the one that was with Ned, so he might be the only other living person that can testify to who Jon Snow really
That's a good
is,
point.
other than the all-knowing three-eyed red.
You do have a good point there. I do feel like you do need more, like we need more confirmation. I feel like
It's not just gonna be, hey, I am who I am, and he knows it. So
yeah. Like I mean, well, Sam did read it in the book, but I do
he,
think.
no, he didn't. He just read about the marriage.
Oh yeah, you're right.
He didn't know
And
that
then Bran told him.
He's the only one that knew it was
Can we get
Ned.
back to how funny that was at the end of season 7? When Bran was telling Samuel, and Samuel was like, "You saw that in a vision?" And Bran was just like, and it was a goddamn piece of paper. And so I was like, can we talk about how fucking awkward that scene was?
Oh, there was that. Yeah, there's been
Dude,
some fun
fucking,
ones with Sam.
the whole time Jorah's like, we got her. Like, Jorah's like, God damn it, like, what the fuck did I bring her here? God, I felt so bad for Sam.
You remember when Tilly told Sam about it before Sam figured it out? When Tilly was reading it out loud, she was like, Sam was all furious reading something else about Dragonglass.
Yeah.
It says something about marriage. She's like,
Right.
Sam, you need to listen to it right now, buddy. And he just suddenly dismissed
So
her
when
like,
I
no.
watched it the first time, I didn't pick it up. And I watched it the second time, I was like,
Wait, what? And in the books, you catch on to it pretty quick as well. So you're like, oh, yep.
because I feel like it's just like, hard, you know what I mean?
That's what I felt, speaking of that stuff that should have been obvious, was how long it took me to figure out Maester Aemon was a Targaryen, just based on the A-E-M-O-N spelling of his name, if we're talking names.
That makes it a lot like when you're reading it,
Yeah.
you get on like the kind of like the phonics of it. Right?
I leave subtitles on when I watch the show all the time, too.
So So you know what's interesting is you remember what Aemon said to Jon Snow on top of the wall when he was feeding the crows for him? When he's talking about love and doing what's right.
Which one was it? Because there's many, I'd say it.
It's the one whenever his brother first either got killed or he was going to war and he was willing to leave.
Yeah, and he said,
And then Samuel told him to go see Master Aemon.
yeah, I don't remember the quote, but I remember.
So
he saying-
basically he was saying like when it comes to basically challenging John, when it comes to love and when it comes to doing what's right, what will you do? And John was like, I will always do what's right? So he kind of showed that with Ygritte,
yeah,
right? He kind of, I mean, he didn't kill her, but he could have easily grabbed her and ran.
He's
whatever.
definitely shown that. If you ask that to somebody about John,
But that's going to come up again
Yeah.
because then it comes up to the whole theory. I love this. I want to know who this is, whether it's actually going to play around, but Azor Ahai.
Yeah,
Whatever. Who the fuck is that going to be? Because you know the Lightbringer was stabbed through his wife's heart, So he would have to kill. So whoever it is has to kill someone they love.
Yeah.
To be able to, because the sword, it was first water, it broke, and then it was a lion, and then it broke. So that's why people think it's Jamie.
Yeah.
And then it's because they're saying whenever he got his hand cut off, he was reborn again, right? As he was telling Brienne all that stuff in the water, he broke down and passed out. They're saying that's the water part. He was reborn, and his character arc, it took another level whenever he let Tyrion free. Tyrion then killed his father, who was the lion in the show. And then Jamie, the last, kills Cersei, gets the sword, and he also has that fucking fire hand. Because the brother of what's her name? Well, what's his name? The other warg.
Judge.
Yeah. So remember in the Wildling house that she was asking him when is the end, and he did this, and his hand was on fire. They're talking about how that's going to be Jamie's hand. Yeah.
Which also goes into the how is he going to end it? How do you end it?
Yeah.
Have you heard the one about the spinning thing they're made out of the arms and the body parts every time?
What
That
about
shows
the
up.
third?
And you also saw that with the children in the forest at the wirewood trees, how you say wirewood?
Yeah.
That tree at the very beginning where they made the first White Walker,
Right.
that
That's
was
the
their
same.
thing. That's what they
Yeah.
drew with the dragons and everything. A lot of people think that's going to be something with like Azor Ahai, thing,
Well,
stabbing the sword into that tree and burning it down. Because of that screaming boy being stabbed and the whole thing lighting on fire.
Yeah. Okay.
Dude, first of all, that boy, I don't know, fuck that kid, dude.
That was
that
ridiculous.
was the most annoying fucking
Oh,
scream I've
it
ever
lasted
heard.
for like 20 seconds.
I would have just punched him in the face, dude. Like, god damn.
I'm so glad I saw his like eyes turn blue before he
So
actually.
did I.
Because I would shit my
Yeah.
pants otherwise, dude. Oh my god.
Oh, and Torment being like, my eyes have always been blue.
Yeah, that was great.
I can't wait till him and Brienne meet back up
Yeah.
the first time.
Oh
I'm
my
super excited
God.
for that because like the Arya Jon was my one hype reunion I was waiting on, and then now the Brienne and Torment. I needed to know what happened to Torment. He needed to not be dead.
Well, at least we know he makes it to the north.
Yeah, and he's gonna be okay.
So who's the first one to die? I think it's the dude. I know he's a secondary actor, but I think it's the night watch guy now. Ed, or what's his name? The guy who ran into Torment.
Yeah.
I think he's the first.
I forgot what
He's
his name
not a
was.
main character, but he's been the whole fucking series, so he's the
Yeah.
second.
No, I agree. I think it's someone that's not a main character, but it's someone we
They
know.
do some. I just hope they do something heroic, like as in for the only reason Torment.
Oh, I think no.
like
I
the
think
only
they
reason
did.
Torment got to Winterfell is because
Really?
the Night's Watch stayed for
Yeah.
a half a second to fend off these White Walkers, and Torment was able to take the horses and fucking go. Because
I
they're
could-
riding two on horses.
I could maybe see that, but I could also see like they just get fucking ran up on and he's just fucking dead and they just kind of dip. Like just you're dead. Like
I'm wondering too.
no heroic.
What's Gentry's role gonna be here?
Yeah. Well, that's another thing from like the fucking get go, right? Like
He's been huge.
He's Robert Baratheon's like secret son and shit, and like but
Is he
nothing's
the
really
prince?
happened with him.
Because I mean, technically he's wielding all the
Yeah.
stuff. Like, but what's weird? I don't know if you guys noticed this, but so the dead dragon's fire per se, whether it's fire, so it didn't really get burned down the wall. It was just like blue. I don't
Yeah, it
know.
almost got
Like
But it's
Yeah.
blue, right?
Yeah.
Did you notice what the color of the dragon glass was when they were welding it? That exact same fucking color.
Was it?
Yeah. Like, I don't
It's
know.
almost like ice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was just like that fiery, pure blue. And I
So
just,
you think that won't? You think that won't fuck with him?
I don't know. I'm just saying. I just thought that was ironic. I don't know if that's actually going to be a thing or if it was just something that was unintentional.
Because the
Yeah.
dragon
Because
has got to play some role, but it's gonna be cool. Because right now I'm not the biggest fan of the ice dragon.
Because the dragon glass come from this whole shit happening again, where the dead dragon was breathing a bunch of shit, and then I don't know.
Like he's breathing dragon glass.
Yeah, or like that, the stuff.
That stuff that
yeah.
would make your dragon.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
know.
very interesting because I don't really like the ice dragon very much. I didn't like the concept of introducing.
Well, I
it.
heard-
It plays
I
some
don't-
cool role.
I don't remember the theory exactly, but like I heard some theory where that dragon's gonna turn back its loyalty to like Daenerys.
Yeah, with the
Whenever
dragons,
they
the
see her.
dragon's never a slave.
Yeah.
Always that's a major repetitive theme, and but
Yeah.
So here's an important topic. Real important.
Oh, here we go. Let's hear it.
Is Arya and Gendry? No.
I don't know. It's gonna be odd. She's what? How old is
Yeah.
Arya? What's Arya's age?
She has. Well,
She's old. She's
She
old.
has to be in her at least. She has to be at least
She's old
60.
enough in that era, in that
Once
world.
they blend.
Yeah, I'm
they're-
pretty
they're-
sure like 16 is a fair
Yeah.
assessment.
'Cause she's
But
technically 23.
Gendry's gotta be like fucking
28.
20, yeah, pushing 30, dude. Like,
If it's been a solid, I don't know, 6, 8 years since she got.
Yeah, right. I mean,
God, dude, Arya's just. I wish. It's,
I don't know. I feel like Arya's
her and
like
Bran go from two such cute little kids to the weirdest looking motherfuckers.
a lot of shit fucking happened as well.
Bran got really weird looking, I gotta say.
Even in real life, he looks like Harry Potter. He looks like a nerd. He looks like a nerd Harry Potter. Like, how the fuck is that even possible? You know what I mean?
Got a nerdier version of Daniel Radcliffe. Oh man.
I just like, I think Arya still has like some of that love in her and stuff, but at the same time, like she's a fucking cold-blooded killer.
She's gonna have to play some huge.
What's interesting is the oysters, cockles, and clams we're talking about. What they liked is they brought a lot of characters kind of back. So Arya was this cold-blooded, straight, but now they finally showed some. She showed some love.
That reunion with Jon was big for her not being just a cold-blooded psycho.
Oh, and also Euron. They really didn't. These guys, for example, really didn't like Euron. They didn't like the way they said he almost looked like a Pirates of the Caribbean pirate.
Yeah.
In season 7, and then he was just saying a bunch of shit that just was kind of. I mean, I thought he was ignorant. I liked it, but they felt that they kind of brought him back just a little bit, and made him a little bit more believable in their eyes. But
how about Theon just turning into a ninja though, just going on the boat,
what's
taking
kinda
over,
weird
running back
is
off, like it was
how
nothing.
quickly they just like fucking
that?
went. Yeah, a lot of what I'm thinking is what they probably were thinking. Like this is the least significant thing in this season 8. Let's just get it out of the way.
Knock it out.
Do something. It's the same.
I feel like they have to do that with some stuff, because like I said, like they do not have a ton of time to wrap up all the fucking shit they need to wrap up. Like,
That's what I think we're worried about.
right.
That's why I don't want them to take the easy way out and just kill everybody off.
But I don't think that's gonna happen.
No, neither do I. I don't think everybody's gonna die. I don't think everybody's gonna die.
Like, what the fuck is? Okay, two things I'm gonna talk about. Braun.
Yeah.
Does he kill?
The Ice Dragon?
Well, because we never really know if he really said yes to Cersei's. All you see was him being handed the bow and arrow, and he's like, "It's fucking family."
And if he says yes, does it?
There's no way, because it's shown. Yeah, he's a sellsword, right? He's always about the money, but he's always done the right thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, you have to think about this character here. Like, Braun, at the end of the day, is like, he's not like a man of honor, but he's got a code, right? Like, he's gonna, like, regardless of the money, he's gonna do what he.
He's not like Jon Snow, where he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna be the first one." He's always just like, "God damn it!" And then he fucking, for example, him saving Jaime from the dragon was fucking huge. He says it was for the money, but it wasn't. You know what I mean? It wasn't.
That's what makes him so lovable. Is just like he's got that sense of humor, but at the end of the day, he's actually a good dude as well. Like he's not like a fucking.
Well, he's like what's it called, anti-hero or whatever. Like,
yeah.
Like Deadpool. It's like Deadpool.
Yes.
Deadpool's a fucking dick, but everybody loves him. You know what I mean? Because he always does the right thing, but it's not like bullshit heroic all the time.
Exactly. Yeah.
So you don't. I think he goes down there, and I don't think he. Honestly, you know what I think he does with the crossbow? I think Jaime or fucking Tyrion's getting mobbed, and he shoots the White Walker with the crossbow.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of.
It'll just be like
he's gonna save one of them or both of them again.
It'll just be like a quick moment like that, I'm sure. Yeah.
But do you think it goes winner like Jon's army, Daenerys against White Walkers, and then them against Cersei? Or do you think it's all three at once?
I think Cersei's sitting back and waiting. I think
she is waiting, but I guess I'm saying, is it going to be her against White Walkers, or is it going to be Winterfell?
I don't know if they have time to do two separate things. Or if it's going to have to be something where Cersei's group gets into it with the Iron Islands people and we get a...
It wouldn't be surprising
because
at all.
Euron will also bail fucking ship, right? Quick. Euron.
If he's losing, he's going to run the other
Because
side.
he told Yara that.
Yeah,
She goes, well, you're on the wrong team. And he said, I'll just take down the fleet. So who knows what the fuck he's going to do. We might end up liking him at the end of the goddamn show because he does something.
See, I just like, all those theories about where like, a character that's fairly insignificant right now ending up as being the person at the end just doesn't make any sense.
Sorry, I guess I don't mean saving as in he's the main savior. I mean him coming into almost like a Littlefinger Sansa scenario where they brought Jon and them were about to lose the Battle of the Bastards. But
it wouldn't surprise me at all if they get overwhelmed at
pre-workout food. There you go.
It wouldn't surprise me if they kind of get overwhelmed at Winterfell first, and then have to retreat back a little bit, and then that's how Cersei starts to get involved. The White Walkers start to hit the mainland more and stuff. Because I don't see
Cersei's not going to win.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to lose, including Cersei, or they're going to somebody.
What do you think that? Do you think that symbol? Sorry, to kind of backtrack.
Go ahead.
It kind of goes with this.
Yeah.
'Cause she's gonna lose. I think somehow everybody's gonna lose somehow.
Yeah.
It's just, I think it's the same. I think that almost. I mean, I know before I saw the children of the forest, how that's their symbol and that's what everything was whenever the Night King was created. But one thing that's also the same, it's almost identical in terms of the pattern of the Targaryens, and in terms of it being like
that's the dragon.
But also, is it almost like a symbol of this will always happen? This is continuous.
Yeah.
Because
Like a cycle, yeah.
Because a lot of people think the only reason the Night King is coming down is because he was promised something that he wasn't. So, because for example, people were talking about how because he's able to make deals with people. He made deal with that one guy for his kids.
Yeah.
And he made deal with the children of the forest or with the humans that he deserved the princess promise. And maybe because he's coming for something. Because everyone's so confused. Like, why the fuck is he coming?
Why is Mark Talon?
Why is he coming now? That's why it's like, why are they showing the crypts? Is there something in the crypts that he's wanting to get to?
That's
Is it the wirewood tree that's in Winterfell? Is he going there to destroy that?
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, who? Like, I don't fucking know.
Which is back to the whole.
Just a big ass Pandora box.
The whole Jon Snow, and the last thing him and Ned Stark said to each other was that we'll talk about your mom.
And then he was there.
And then Ned Stark's the crypts is where Sam told him was right in front of Ned's thing. It was the first time they'd been in the same picture. Or was it just me or did the Ned Stark statue look way more like Ned Stark than any of the other statues looked like a person before them?
Yes.
Like
100%.
Lyanna looked like terrible, and then it was like, oh,
It was like dead.
a Chompy.
Catelyn kind of looked scary, kind of what she did. And then, but it was weird. So they shot Ned's face.
Yeah.
Not Ned's face. John's face reacting because they were talking about like Samuel didn't matter. Samuel was delivering a message. We didn't want to shoot him.
Mm-hmm.
But then they also showed it wasn't total blurred out, but it was Ned in the background.
Yeah, you can see it. Yeah. That's funny that you bring that up because like about like why the Night King is coming. It's just like that's another thing. All the like Jon Snow, all the characters and stuff trying to fight him. One thing they haven't thought about is why the Night King is coming in the first place. Like they all assume him to be someone without a motive, someone without a purpose. Like they're just
zombies.
Yeah, they're just zombies. Like, but I think we're right. Like I think the Night King has a purpose. Like he's got a motive.
Yes.
There's something.
Because there's a reason why he. Also why we talked about this before too is.
But maybe that's something like Bran will start to reveal because like he's gotta have that.
It's like Robbie Nienaber.
It's gotta be in the history somewhere.
You get your point on this. Why did he kill one of the smaller dragons instead of the one that everybody was on?
Yeah.
It's like everything he does is like he must have needed that dragon for a very specific purpose and not the bigger one. You know, I have no fucking idea. And that's why I love the show so much because it's just.
Oh, and that's
it's just
why
a
the
big ass
show's so
Pandora box of.
Or was that dragon just a nice target where you
Yeah.
were just like.
Well, I heard a lot of people say it was actually farther than the other.
Yeah, but it's not
because it goes past Daenerys and then.
So
but the throw was like a upwards rather than a throwing at the ice thing.
Have you seen the memes where it's like you're down by 2 with a minute left, who you taking? And it was like Tom
Night
Brady,
King,
Aaron
Night
Rodgers,
King,
Night
Night
King, or
King.
like Peyton Manning.
It just feel like it was nothing. It just. He didn't even turn with it. He just.
And then it was funny on the Oysters, Cockles, and Clams. They're like, oh, did the fucking Night King just know he had big ass chains over the mountains that he could just go kill a goddamn
That's what I was wondering.
dragon?
Where did he just ran from?
Comes, brings in chains.
Yeah.
Maybe he fucking created him, dude. He has all the power in the world.
How did they get the chains to the dragon if they can't swim?
Exactly.
How did they get the chains to the bottom of the thing to hook it to the dragon and pull it up out of there?
Did they do that? Didn't they fucking show that?
They showed
They
him
showed him
pulling it
Yeah.
out.
All I can think is that they put like drag hooks on it and like, oh, we got it. And then,
Yeah, it's like
fucking
fishing for dragon.
yeah.
3 weeks they're just fucking.
Throwing drag hooks on it. Trying to trouble it.
That is interesting. Yeah, I mean that's probably just something that they didn't really.
You just look over it.
Yeah.
But that's when I was like, why didn't you just have the dragon and not
fall
in
over
the
the
water?
land or something.
So how much do you think Bran, going back in time all the time, has played in everything that has ever happened in history?
That's like the trippy part.
Is he the voice of the Mad King?
That's easily.
Is he the reason the Night King was created because he's trying to work with the children of the forest, and then it's just because the Night King has been the only person who's been able to touch him or see him in the fucking vision.
Right. Like it's just trippy the fact that like Bran can affect the past like right now, right? Like
Yeah.
It's like he affects the past, but it's the same thing, and it's just except for the old Raven guy said that Three-Eyed Raven said that the past is written.
Right, which is what's so crazy about the Hodor thing.
because that's what the Hodor thing doesn't really make sense.
But it's,
But that's what I'm saying. It was weird though, because he did say that. He said the past is written, and you're like, well.
But then, so it's like is the. Oh, fuck, dude. I don't know.
That was the hardest part.
It's like when you think about space, your brain just like fucking shut. It's like
right, there's a big circle with you.
Yeah.
You're gonna keep going circles. You're like, but this and then this.
Yeah.
And you kept thinking like, did what he did with Hodor affect the past? Did the past cause Hodor to say Hodor forever?
Exactly. Yeah.
When Brain's
It's
just
just
fucking
a
creep.
fucking.
And he's just fucking.
Yeah, Bran's. He's gonna have to talk more. He's gonna have to say more words. There's too much staring.
He's gonna have to say more.
Because we gotta learn from him. He's the only one that knows anything about it.
I've never laughed so hard at Twitter than I did after the first episode of my life. Because people were like, man, how many ramps Winterfell got? this boy ran everywhere. And then people were just like, why is Bran in this? They're like,
Winterfell is handicap accessible, dude.
See, I want to see that one. You see the one where this dude in the wheelchair going real fast? Like, ran in between scenes, getting to the next spot, stare at somebody. Oh,
dude,
man.
they were so funny. Then there's ones of like him just like shivering. It's like, did that motherfucker move at all the whole episode? It's just like, someone's like, hey, don't tell anybody this, but last night I did, and they like look down at Bran's just like.
Now, that was one of the tweets I saw too right before the first episode though was you could bring back one Game of Thrones character to life that's dead. Who would it be? I guess Ned Stark.
That's a good question. Me? No, not Ned. I just think it would be cool if he fucking turned into a White Walker and they had to kill him.
I feel like I know who you're gonna
I don't know.
It was a very tough.
say. I don't know who I would say. I think Khal Drogo would be a lot of people.
Drogo's been my number one ever since he's been.
I think that would be a lot of people.
I always want to see Drogo versus the Mountain. Is the fight number
That
one.
was-
That was the fight I want to see.
But yeah, I mean,
As long as Drogo doesn't get a
No, but that was the whole first season with Drogo was when I was like, I'm looking forward to seeing what happens when these dudes fight those dudes.
Right,
Like,
because
Drogo's
that's
gonna watch
the badasses.
They're
Yeah.
huge. I mean, Jason Momoa is 6'6".
I don't know, like when Robb Stark died, like obviously that tore me up so bad, and like Robb Stark seemed like the shit, but now Robb Stark's really not the shit because he wasn't the shit. In the first
To
place.
me, he was starting to make a lot of wrong. He was starting to go kind of crazy because even fucking the whole cat. Fuck that mom, dude. She caused that whole thing.
Fuck her.
I understand why she was going off.
Well, the whole thing was they really blew it with the whole war thing, with the let Jamie go, and the blowing the marriage. It's just like you guys didn't do war right at all. It's
Honestly, you know who I want to come back? The best name on the show.
Dickon.
That scene, dude. Hey, Rickon. It's fucking Dickon, and Braun's just fucking.
Honestly,
Dickon.
I can't really think of anybody that I want to come back because by the people dying created the characters I love so much right now.
That's what kind of sucks about Drogo is Khaleesi and everybody. Khaleesi, she was getting stronger quick.
Yeah,
I
I really don't think I want anybody back, to be honest.
I would bring back one of the wolves would be nice.
I was gonna say Ghost. Where the fuck is Ghost at?
Ghost is gonna
We
do
were
something
talking
too.
about that last weekend.
Ghost always comes back.
And
whenever
Ghost
there's something
like
going on.
John was like the runs of the litter that turned into kind of
Yeah.
like the number one biggest dog of the bunch.
Yeah.
So Ghost is gonna be a badass at some point. That's what I was mad when Bran's dog kind of went. What was Bran's dog's name?
I can't remember. So there's two left. There's Ghost and Amira.
Yeah.
Bran's dog went stupid when the White Walkers were chasing him with Hodor. He just
Yeah.
dove and he got demolished by him. It was like, why he could have just ran away too. I don't understand.
I forgot what that name was.
But Nymeeria's gonna play a role too with her pack of wolves. I feel like. I don't
It
know.
should, come in with a pack, maybe. I don't know.
She's the leader. She's the leader of that pack. And the whole Arya reunion.
Well, maybe Ghost will come in with them. You think?
Yeah, that's what Ghost is right now. Want to recruit Nymeria and the wolves to
Yeah.
fight the war. Although the White Walkers don't seem to have much of a problem taking out wolves.
There's just so many of those motherfuckers, dude. Like
Well, the Night King be able to do the same thing he can south of the wall. That's been a topic that
That's
I've
what people
heard.
wonder about wirewood trees and everything else. Is with the power coming from them. If he's got to be near wirewood.
Because like, can he still build his army?
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's like Cersei. She's like, she doesn't understand how the Night King gets his army. If they defeat the North, the
It's gonna
North
be worse.
becomes them, and then
Yeah.
they're just fucking gone. You know what I
He's
mean?
got millions.
Except for Essos, right? For the time of the
For all that, I don't know how they're getting across the water. Cause
Yeah.
now they can get into the water to get a dragon out. They can probably figure out a way to.
They override the one dragon.
They could fucking make a bridge out
A
of
human
themselves.
bridge, just lay it flow. That's all
Yeah.
I say.
Just sacrifice all those motherfuckers just run for
Bran will build it. Bran will build it.
Can the dragon freeze water with his ice
I
breath?
don't know.
What is the ice breath, fire breath?
Game of Thrones is fucking making my hair.
There's gonna be a lot of
So
stuff.
upset.
Yeah, a lot of it, like you said, 5 episodes to finish up all the storylines is going to be something.
And apparently the characters were saying this is the first, I don't know, obviously I'm sure it's marketing, but they were just like, this was one of the first like shows or movies that they did where they actually felt like the directors and the writers legitimately wrapped everything up, where it all made sense.
They had George R. R. Martin proved it, so.
That's
People would be going after their necks if they just fucking.
Oh, well, that'll be incredible if they actually do that.
I still think it's going to end up being someone opening their eyes and then having blue eyes. Like I think it's just going to be with a Night King. I mean, I think it's just the same shit that always happens. It's just.
I think
it's
we
a
might get
universal
to.
thing.
Yeah, I think we might get to a point where like everything seems okay, but then like someone's gonna open their eyes up, they're gonna be fucking blue, and then it's just like. It's just the same cycle, dude.
Or
Like,
fucking Bran will wake up from one of his bad dreams whenever he first got paralyzed, and he will wake up, and he'll wake up in that room.
But I can't have it end like that. That's why I can't watch Lost ever.
That's why I brought that up. That's exactly what Matt said. He was like, "Fuck Lost."
They can't do a Lost ending. I'll be so mad. It'll make me either bow never.
There's no like this
show.
George R. R. Martin would that be though? Because he had a bad dream when he dreamt about wild White Walkers, and he asked that lady. It's just like, how fucked would that be if you woke up?
This show has been too good for them.
Yeah, they wouldn't do that.
George
R. R. Martin never did. Yeah, that's a good one.
They have too much respect for themselves to do something like that.
I'll be part on that because it's Lost.
And there's another theory concept I want to talk about, but I can't think of it. You have anything else in terms of wild theories?
Not really. I mean, here's the thing, man. Like, we can go about theories fucking till we're blue in the face, but like. You gotta watch the show. Like,
how many times has the fan theory been right so far? Because it's not been very many.
Yeah, it's been very. It's been very good. Like,
I just started last year. I just started last year and didn't watch it. So I think I wasn't around for.
It wasn't a lot. It's not. I mean, a lot of times the fan theories were close, or a little piece would be right, but they weren't. I've never had a fan theory in a long time be complete. Like, yep, got it right.
Because what happens is like you get so far down the fucking rabbit hole, like you
one little twist ruins your whole theory.
Exactly. Well, it's like fucking March Madness, right? Like you get one little thing wrong, and it's just like it doesn't work. At the end of the day, I think it's gonna. I don't think it's gonna be something like super crazy though. Like I think it's gonna be one of the main characters that we like have come to know is gonna be the hero there at the end of the day. Like I don't think it's gonna be something like straight out of the fucking blue like some people are saying. But obviously, I could.
Do you think it's gonna be the Azor Ahai prophecy where
I think that's
gonna be the light bringer?
I hope so.
Like, do you think it's gonna be template from the past Azor Ahai where it's the fucking? I don't think it's gonna be like it's a sword. I think it's.
I think it's gonna be something with Barrick's whole blood thing, and like, you're gonna have to kill somebody you love, and the blood of the person they like. It's like the James gonna stab Cersei, or in this case,
because then it gets into.
What about Jon Snow killing Daenerys? Being Jon Snow
exactly. Or does Daenerys have to kill? Like, what if it's because we learned that in Valyrian?
It means person.
It means person. It's not a girl or a man. So, but Khaleesi's already. It has to be blood magic. You know what I mean? Khaleesi's done blood magic once and it killed her love. But also it contributed to her.
You can throw her into the same thing we talked about with the fire and water and the death.
Exactly.
There's stuff with her.
And then there's like, when's this three-headed dragon coming? You know what I mean?
Blue eyed white.
Yeah. Is she gonna birth a fucking three-eyed dragon?
Yeah. There could be a lot of stuff at the time.
I mean, if anything, like, there's one thing that I know for sure, or one consensus is like the show is crazy. Like, it's ridiculous how much it's got people talking, like how many theories and all that.
The season finale would probably be the most watched show of all time.
I'd say so.
Yeah.
It would have to. There's no way that's. And I'll be rewatching the season right as soon as it ends. Like that week.
Just people talk about this shit.
I've seen the first episode twice, and I'll probably be watching Sunday before.
And this is what people are talking about, how HBO actually has, because we talk about how like cool Netflix and what they've done with the binge watching and everything, but also it's almost like that book Contagious with terms of scarcity.
Mm-hmm.
With when you only have like flat like
people,
when it's
people
limited,
yearning for more.
Yes, they want it. So when people have flash sales, like you got an hour to get 50% off, their fucking sales go through the roof. It's like HBO. Whenever
that's HBO's done that. You could also say the same. Like pay-per-view is dying, but that's kind of what worked for pay-per-view when it was becoming popular. Is like the exclusivity of it. It got people to talk about it.
Exactly.
HBO, they've always done shows the best since The Sopranos. Like, HBO gets it right.
I think it works really well. Like not only everybody watches Game of Thrones now, but like when it was first getting really popular, not everybody had access to it, right? but also the fact that people love to talk about it because there's so many theories, there's so many mysteries.
And it was the most pirated show until they cracked down on that for like the first 4 seasons. It was like the pirating on it was crazy.
Really?
People were not watching it. I'd like to know what HBO did business-wise in the week and a half leading up to Game of Thrones as far as HBO Go, because they've got now the Hulu thing, which is how I watch it through Hulu. You can add to that. I'd like to see how many new subscriptions they got in the first week, or that week or before.
Everybody's probably like, please, fucking notice.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. It's crazy how much this has taken off. I read that the main characters make about 500 an episode, and the secondary characters make like 150. So that even includes maybe that was from season 7. So Sansa was technically the second character in season 7, but she was just, and people were trying to bring up like, oh, is it like, do you care that John, a man's getting paid more than you? But she was just like, no, John shot like 80 knife shoots, so he can have his money. But Daenerys gets paid the same, but just crazy how much money they made. Off 6 episodes.
Well, I mean, you gotta think, the show makes even more, like, that kind of money, right?
They spend so much money on production.
So I guess one way we can wrap this up is, we asked this last week, who do you, Robbie, who do you connect with the most as a character? Dead, alive?
That's a good question.
So I said Tyrion last week just because I like kind of the whole mental aspect of his game. Like he's very clever and also he's very strategic. And then we argued for fucking half an hour about who Tyler should be.
It's because our friend Matt said he was Jon Snow and me and fucking awesome and all of them.
He's like, I have brown hair and a beard. I'm Jon Snow.
That's the reason. I think Tormund took out a beard and did. No, I like Bronn. I think I'd go with Bronn or Jaime.
Yeah.
Kind of always.
That's what Matt said I was Jaime, but his reasoning was because I'm cocky. I was just like,
That's not a good reason.
but if he turns out to be a hero, I'm going to show you
Yeah.
right. I'm
Oh,
going to
yeah.
show you right.
Oh, yeah,
Jaime,
It's one of those things, right, where they're under, not underappreciated, but it's like, I'm not misunderstood either. It's just kind of like, they kind of always do what's, like we talked about Bronn, it's kind of do the right thing, even if it's like,
At the
oh
end of the
gosh,
day, he
come
always,
on.
Yes,
We'll do it.
yeah. So when you said
I'd
Braun,
go with Bronn, probably. Connect with, I feel it. I like Bronn from the get-go with, when he stood up for Tyrion to begin.
Yeah.
The first time we meet him was pretty solid. That's when it was
Braun's a very cool character. For sure.
cool. Well, that was a great conversation.
Yeah, no, that was very
Thanks
good.
for coming on.
Yeah,
Sure.
I mean, hey, you can be on for the rest of.
We gotta get Jason in there sometime.
Yeah, no, Jay, I
I think
think.
we'll talk-
If he wants to come on next week.
Yeah,
after this
I'll
episode.
talk to him. But yeah,
Hopefully the big scene.
I love talking about this stuff just to get so many, like, because I've watched it pretty much. I've actually never really watched it with you all, but you're the people I talk to about it. But like hearing different people's thoughts on it, it's just like, holy shit, I've
Especially-
never even thought about that side of things.
Oh, yeah.
And just to hear the passion of like other
Oh,
people.
well, yeah.
Because you know other people like it,
Yeah.
but until like you just get in another conversation with somebody and you're all just fucking.
Well, that like I keep going back to it. Like that's like the greatness of the show. Like you got people talking about it in so many different ways. Like I said last weekend, you literally had like these 3 big motherfuckers in the gym talking dragons and shit.
Have you seen? Do you guys watch Parks and Rec? Do you guys watch?
I watched 1 through 5 a couple.
Okay. Did you ever see the this? I don't know if you saw that, but what's the dude's name from Step Brothers? It's in it. He's the brother. in Step
Oh,
Don't see right
fuck. No.
It's the
Derek.
Derek.
Whoever's
the
Derek.
douche,
Him. His character in Ben is that he's a nerd and they're talking this. In the episode, he's all down one day, and Don one of the characters like, "What's wrong? They cancel Game of Thrones?" And it's like, "No, they would never. It merges fantasy and real life. They never cancel Game of Thrones." That's like the best thing about it is like you don't watch it for the fantasy. You end up watching it for the character arches and the storylines, and just kind of the fantasy becomes like second nature. Like, yeah, there's dragons and White Walkers, but you don't even notice it being different. It's just like anything else.
Yeah.
Sweet. Well, hope you all enjoyed this. Hope you watched the episode on Sunday. We'll try to do an episode a little bit, maybe hopefully earlier in the week if we can. Try to get this out.
Yeah, definitely. And also hit us up with questions
Your thoughts
on
any
theories and
type of
stuff.
theories you have or who you connect with the most. For those of you who follow our Instagram page, just DM us. I'm looking forward to hearing from it. And definitely looking forward from, dude, I keep thinking it's Saturday.
I know,
2 days from now.
Yeah.
I'm getting excited. So, good shit. Stay great. Thanks for listening and watching, guys.
Yep.
Thanks for
Yeah.
having me.
See ya.
See ya.
Have a good one.